those hands better for Jesus.
Elle apprécie le Dieu de l'apôtre Johnson Suleiman pour la préservation.
Your name, sir, and what God has done for you.
My name is Samuel Majebi Amone. Yes, I'm a lawyer by profession. I want church with a standing ovation to help me to celebrate the corrosive and contagious grace of God resident in the life of our father, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. It all started about 9 years ago when I got married. In the first year of our marriage, my wife had 2 successive miscarriages. And the 2 miscarriages occurred at 6 weeks and 9 weeks, respectively. At that time, I've been following our father in the Lord on ACBN. I was not a member of this church then. But I needed a solution. Because as at that time, I didn't know what to do. Even financially, I was down. And 8 years ago, I located a grace in this place. And I ran down to submit to the grace that was producing results. But when I came 8 years ago, I became a member. When I mean a member, from that 8 years till now, I have not attended any other church. I submitted all my will, all my dedication. I said, this grace must produce results for me. But the first thing that happened was, financially, things started turning around. I became so blessed that in my local government, they are watching now. Some persons know me in this place. I became a topic. They said, now only him be lawyer. The kind of money that was coming, the kind of buildings and cars I was changing, I didn't know what was happening. But as all these were happening, my brothers and sisters, they started giving me names that was not my own. They said, I belong to 7 secret society. And I attend Omega. That Apostle Johnson Suleiman, who's my father, is seeing others. He's not seeing my own. That I am into 7 secret cults. And anytime I'm at home, I am following the prayers of our fathers. I cry. My cry is not because the child has not come, but that it could ever get to a point in my life that God will make me a topic, that people start doubting my source. And I told my wife, I said, the God that can turn my financial situation around, that is his second name. That the first name is his nature, reproduction of his kind. I said the babies will come. Now, 6 years ago, I packaged my wife to our father in the Lord in the office. As soon as we entered, look. As soon as we entered, our father in the Lord said, Mrs. Barrister, I'm seeing twins beside you. And he prayed for us. We left 6 years ago. 6 years after, nothing happened. Last year, if you remember, he picked me by prophecy. He said, who is Majebi, your native name? And I stood up. He said, when I stood up, he said, is it you, my lawyer? Okay, see me after service. The church didn't know what my father told me. He said, bring your wife. I took my wife again to him. The same prophecy. He said, I'm seeing twins. Immediately he said this, my brothers and sisters. I went home. I looked for all the messages. I was just worshiping God. Because at this time, faith has failed me. The realm I was now in was the realm of trust. That he that cometh to him must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. I told my wife that a day like this will come. But I didn't know that he's going to beautify the day in this dimension. When we came for Ebenezer, my wife was around. The very week of the Ebenezer, my wife went. 2 days after, she called me. He said, Da, meaning daddy in English. She said it in Igara dialect. She said, I am pregnant. I was in court that fateful day. She called me. I knelt down in the open place. I said, God, I thank you. Now, the devil wanted to strike again. After 3 months, we had already discovered through scan that she was carrying twins. One fateful day, she called me and said, cheek blood were dropping out of her. Brothers and sisters, I didn't know how I got to Benin. But somehow I got there. We got, by this time, Professor Azike, one of the foremost gynecologists. He's the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Benin Academics. He owns a private clinic, Graceland. Why I'm giving the details, but these things are verifiable. Before I got there, she had arrived. When I got inside, the prof looked at me and said, Barrister, we are sorry. One is gone, but one is still intact. And I know that I will never suffer disgrace in this under my apostle father, Johnson Suleiman. I picked my phone and I called Daddy. I told Daddy, and Daddy said one thing. He said, where are you? I said, I'm with my wife. You could see the vituperation. You could see the anger in his voice. He said, give the phone to Madam. And I gave Madam the phone. I don't know whatever kind of prayers Daddy made that day. My brothers and sisters, on the spot, the blood ceased. Power! Now, this is the miracle. After a day, we were discharged. 2 weeks after, she went back to that hospital. The heartbeat of the second baby has been restored. Ah! And the two of them grew. But my sisters, I want to say something of remarkable here. When all this were happening, I was just worshiping God. I was serving God. I took the picture of our Father in the Lord. I opened onto the book of Psalm 113 verse 9. I created an altar where the Bible says he maketh the barren woman to keep whole and to be mother of joyful children. I put it down. I placed that picture on that verse. Every day, I said the prophecy given to me and my wife by our Father in the Lord on the strength of this verse must come to pass. While all these were going on, some people came to me and said, you have been submitting to Apostle Johnson Suleiman, and these are pastors. It has not produced result for you. Come to our church, you will get result. And I asked them a question. I said, the God, if I come to your church, the God you are going to take me to pray to, is it different from the God that my Father in the Lord had been praying to about me? And they kept quiet. And as God will have it, on the 11th, the day we started September to remember, in the morning, 6 a.m., My wife called me and said, my water broke. And that water was just gushing out. I said, can you still drive? I should call somebody to drive you. She said, I've already packaged myself. I'm close to the hospital. Immediately, I sent a text to our father. And he replied, I said, Amune, all is well. All is well. All is well. I'm here to glorify God.
Can you appreciate Jesus?
The wife gave birth to a set of twins, a boy and a girl. You know, one thing that he said that really struck me, he said, for 8 years, I didn't visit a prayer house. I didn't visit a fellowship. I didn't visit, I did not. I told myself, I'll put my foot here. I've seen God here. And different people came with different suggestions and all. And that is not just, it comes from another town. Every Sunday, guy writes how many minutes? Drives all the way down. We have some people like that who come from Benin regularly. We have some people who come from Warri. We have some from Asaba. The Deputy High Commissioner, Her Excellency, comes from Abuja. Drives all the way from Abuja, right? Yes, the Deputy High Commissioner. And all the way from Abuja. And it's not because of the man that we saw, it's because of God. Thank God. And today, I said this thing, listen, God knows what he's doing. He didn't just give him one, he gave him two. Do you remember? Stand. When you came with your wife, I started counting. When I counted 1, counted 2, as I measured 3, your wife frowned. You remember? I was counting, the wife said, when I measured 3, I said, okay, it's 2 you want. God grant you our desire. Do you remember? I do, sir. God grant you our desire. And today, a set of twins. I'm so happy. You know what it says in Romans chapter 9? It says at that same place where you were not called a people, you shall be called the people of the living God. The same place where they mocked you. You are going again, you are going again, you have been praying, has it not happened? Please let me advise you. Listen, if God has spoken about you, don't entertain doubt. Time should not make you doubt. God does not live in time zone. God lives in eternity. There's no 1 year, 2 years, 3 years with God. He lives in eternity. Everything said, he will bring it to pass. Just imagine, if he had been distracted, he will not be testifying today. Give God a big, big shout.
Yeah!
Il apprécie le Dieu de l'apôtre Johnson Suleiman qui a donné des jumeaux